joined once again by DJ Tech Live. And we got Matt once again joining us, and Loli, and you guys are showing us Dissidia NT.
Dissidia Final Fantasy NT, yes.
You're right, I'm sorry, the Final Fantasy has to be in there. But when you say Dissidia, you already know that it's Final Fantasy.
True enough.
Because Dissidia came out on PSP like 8 years ago, I think?
2 of them.
Yeah.
2009, 2011. Yeah.
So how did we get from there to here now with NT?
It's been a long time coming. So the Square Enix team worked closely with Team Ninja. Well, I'm sure everyone's familiar with Team Ninja.
Yep.
Dead or Alive, Ninja Gaiden, Neo, that released this past year. A lot of great development. And so Square Enix partnered up with Team Ninja to create Dissidia Final Fantasy NT. So it's been in the arcades in Japan for a little less than 2 years. So everybody in North America and Europe has been like, when is it coming out here?
It is the most popular arcade game, or second most popular arcade game right now in Japan?
Yeah, one of the most popular games.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And the arcade scene is so serious in Japan. I'm sure that people are begging for it over here in America.
Exactly.
When can we get it?
January 30th, 2018.
Okay. So not too far away.
Exclusively on PS4.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So it's 30 years of Final Fantasy characters from 1 all the way to 14, no 15.
Correct.
Yeah?
1 to 14.
Okay, just 1 to 14.
I like that.
And then there's Type 0, and you also have Tactics as well.
You have Ace from Final Fantasy Type 0. You have Ramza from Tactics. And everybody loves Ramza, right?
This game is so unique from other fighting games. Because it isn't really a fighting game, it's an arena brawler as well.
Yeah. So it's so different because it's 3D maps, it's verticality, and it's 3 versus 3.
And not like KOF 3 versus 3.
Correct, not like Marvel vs. Capcom where it's tag in, tag out, but it's all 6 combatants on the battlefield at any given time. So it's super chaotic, super fun, super strategic because you got to figure out, do we divide and conquer,
Right.
do we, or do we kind of focus fire on one guy and go after one another?
All right,
So it's totally different. Ooh, why do we pick lightning?
Decided to pick lightning.
I like
because she
it, I like
wants
it.
to.
I like it.
Usually start with a girl.
And the summons here, how do they play a part in the game?
So there's 3 ways that they affect it. There's this says pre-summon, post-summon.
That's okay.
So I was going to try and read them off for you. But before you summon it, you automatically get a buff on your team. And then after you summon it, you get an additional buff.
Okay, so this passive that's just active the entire time, and that
Correct.
can affect movement speed, attack speed, damage, anything like that?
Correct. Additional HP, all those kinds of different things. And then once you summon it, you get another buff. Plus, you get the damage of this summon just wrecking the entire battlefield.
And it looks cool. To activate it, you have to destroy all these crystals around the map, correct?
Correct. So what the crystals do around the map is they increase your summoning meter, which is in the upper left.
Right.
So you can see that.
I mean, there's so much going on with this game, and it's like a 3v3. So do you focus on one person? Does everyone have their own opponent? Do you use, how much team synergy is important in this game, or is it kind of like there's 3 1v1s going on their own?
No, I think that's the beauty of this game is you party up with your friends and you figure out, do you guys want to focus fire? Do you guys want to divide and conquer? Do you want to go after a character you have a little bit of an edge on, or go up against somebody you know you can beat?
It gives so much opportunity for like unique battles.
Yeah. So Final Fantasy 13, yes, no?
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys have played it, right? You guys remember the paradigm shift?
Yes.
From Final Fantasy 13. So one awesome thing about Lightning is they brought in the paradigm shift specifically for Lightning. So if you see that big purple number, or now it's white, and to the left of it says Calm. So that stands for Commando, which was one of her paradigm shifts, which was more of a melee class. And so if Loey hits L3, it changed to Ravager. So now she has a more magic-based attack set.
Okay.
So Lightning's a very unique, really interesting character because she has 2 completely movesets. So even playing against her, you won't know which paradigm shift she went to.
I don't know why I just thought of this, but is there any characters from 10-2 in this?
Nothing from 10-2. Well,
So there's no 10-2 characters. Is every character from every other Final Fantasy?
mainline.
10-2's not mainline? You have 11 and 14 characters in there. They're MMOs.
It's true. I know. There's so many games out there. There's like the Crystal Chronicles series.
That's true.
There's the Mystic Quest. There's so many Final Fantasy spin-offs, like Chocobo Racing. Like, there's so much we could have put in there, right? So this is the summons. Did you guys-
Leviathan?
Yes. Yeah.
So Leviathan's probably one of the most OP in my opinion.
Why?
These bubbles that just go around the map. There's no way to avoid them. Look at that. How are you gonna run away?
Wow.
And they're just wrecking the entire battlefield.
My gosh. So what else are we seeing here? What are we not talking about?
A lot of things.
What's the break bonus?
Break bonus is one thing. Okay, so to explain the break bonus, you kind of have to understand the combat system.
Okay.
So there's 2 types of attacks in Dissidia, there's a bravery attack, and that's what the big number is in the lower middle. So what you're doing is you're building up bravery points by using the X button and using different combos to build that up, and then you unleash it with an HP attack using square. So you build up using bravery and then unleash with HP.
So you have to use your own health?
No, you don't use your own health. So the bravery, so if you're hitting me with just bravery, my HP will never go down. So it's basically more of a strategic way to separate skill from luck. So it's not just button mashing, button mashing, button mashing. So you have to build up bravery points and unleash it. So if you guys have ever played like Power Stone or PlayStation's All-Star Battle Royale.
Power Stone
So
was
those
so good.
Right, where you build it up and then you have to like
Yes.
figure out when to unleash
On the
it.
Genesis, right?
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast. That's
Am I bringing it back?
You bringing it
You
back?
are.
You almost made me tear up.
That was before, I mean, for me, I played that instead of Smash Brothers, man. That was great. Oh,
So what determines victory in this game?
So a victory is 3 KOs of the other team. So you can beat 3 different characters, character A, B, and C, or the same character 3 times.
Okay.
Kind of doesn't matter.
whoa.
Who do you
Now,
guys,
I saw-
want to pick?
Huh?
Who do you guys want to have Loey play?
You stole it.
Where's Kefka? I don't see no, where's Kefka?
So Kefka will be in the final game.
Okay.
But for this demo purpose, we just have the heroes from Final Fantasy 1 to 4.
Okay. He's my favorite character. I think he has the most interesting story. Like, he's the only villain that actually got what he wanted. I don't know. I really like Kefka. I think he's one of the coolest villains in any video game ever.
Yeah.
You will love him in this game. It's seeing him in 3D. He has this like trolly walk.
Does he have his
still have
laugh?
his personality? Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
laughing the whole time.
Yes.
Oh my
He's
god.
laughing the whole
So
time.
excited. How is that to interpret characters into an environment that maybe they're not so used to? Because a lot of these characters are from 20, 30 years ago.
Right. I mean, I can't honestly speak to the difficulties on kind of bringing characters from 18-bit, 16-bit sprites all the way to these beautiful 3D graphics. But I mean, Team Ninja and then the Square Enix Japan team, they did a masterful job.
Since this is a collab event to make this game, do you think that it captured all of the personalities of the characters in a really good way since you played a lot of them?
Personally, for me, yes. I think they capture a lot of like the essence of what we feel these characters would be in a 3D environment. I think all of us can attest to playing as Cloud Strife and having a lot of fun with Final Fantasy VII back in the day. And I think as you play him, you're like, this is how Cloud should play.
Right.
Like a full action game. Someone like Squall is a lot speedier, has better jumping skills, and like.
And he would have
has-
long range and short range because he has got the gunblade, right?
Exactly.
Does he have the same? One of my favorite parts about Final Fantasy XVIII was the mechanic where you could hit, I think it was like L1 or R1, and if you hit at the right time, you could do bonus damage, a crit, if you will.
Correct.
Can you do that in this?
That doesn't exist in this game.
Okay. Is there any other nuances that you can see, like how Lightning has hers?
Yeah, there's actually a lot. So like, let's take Final Fantasy VIII for example. The junction system is in place.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. No one liked the junction system. I like the junction system.
So the lower left triangle or the lower left kind of 3 circles you see, those are your unique abilities specific to your character that you pick before every match. And so his neutral triangle actually uses the junction system. And so it's just like a really nice kind of homage back to Final Fantasy VIII.
I love it. All these homages. It really
Yeah.
feels like it's a game for the fans.
Yeah. Final Fantasy III, if you guys ever played that, there's a class called the Onion Knight who is super tough to get. You have to go through these crazy quests to get that Onion Knight outfit. And so what we have in Dissidia Final Fantasy NT is you can switch between a normal Onion Knight, a ninja class, and a white sage.
Yes.
So he has 3 different kind of crazy classes. So you can kind of go from range, DPS, and healing to this ninja who can kind of
Oh my goodness.
Wait, I remember in Tactics you wanted everyone to be a ninja as well. Is
I
the character
do.
a ninja? Is the character a ninja in Tactics?
So in Rams's class, he actually has some cool stuff that harkens back to Tactics as well.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know. So you can actually throw the stone, if you remember that. That was a very trolly move in Final Fantasy Tactics. You also could focus bravery, which is a very Final Fantasy Tactics thing. But yeah, every character has kind of very unique things to that game, which is what makes it so cool.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. There were some red numbers on the screen, and it was counting down. What was that about?
The red numbers?
Yeah, it was like in the middle of the screen when we were talking earlier. You had to go back. You were on your story. You had to go back. Was that a timer that something was going to go wrong? Somebody was down? Can you
Were you
revive
talking about
people?
the lines that were pointing at me?
I know it was counting down. I thought it was
The
like
number
somebody
on
was
the top
going to.
left, it's
Yeah.
our timer for
Okay.
the match. Yeah.
Oh, for the match. Okay.
Just the
Yeah.
match timer.
Now, I remember when I was looking into this game that it said that there's RPG elements as well, not just fighting game elements into it. How is that possible?
Yeah, so basically here, after every match, you will get kind of experience and rewards for kind of how you played. If you didn't die, or if you did the most damage, things like that, then you get experience points and being able to apply that to get more skills and skins and things like that.
So when you say skills, this really rewards players that have been playing for a long time, but how do you moderate it so that when new players come in, they don't just get stomped by these people that have more skills?
Yeah, I think that will be a thing that we'll kind of need to monitor closely. I think that goes with any game where there is kind of things to level up and grind and get. But I mean, even in the arcade version, people have been playing for years now.
Yeah.
Versus people who've been playing newbies. I think there is just that balance that needs to be met in there. So for the console version, that is what the development team is working hard to kind of tweak and make sure it's a fun experience for all.
Awesome. And where can people find more information about this game?
DISSIDIA, what is it? DISSIDIA Final Fantasy NT.com.
And
We got some presents for you guys too.
what presents? Okay, I like presents.
So I said that this game came out in Japan
Yes.
a few years ago. And so harkening back to arcades, we don't have them here in the States anymore, but everybody remembers late 80s, 90s, where you'd play games, you put your quarter up on the machine. So we created
80s and 90s.
we
I did
created
that,
that to put up on the
last
one.
year. DDR putting the coins up for your
Yep.
turn.
Exactly.
Oh, I remember
Next
that.
challenge.
And what they are, these are the first official Final Fantasy Gil coins we've ever made.
Huh.
1 Gil.
1 gil. And what can I get you in Final Fantasy? There's like one Final Fantasy where you can buy something special with it. Everything
forget.
else, though, I don't think you can buy anything.
No.
Collect 99 more of these, you might be able to get a high potion, right?
Yeah, 1 high potion. Not even close to an elixir.
When is this going to come out? And on what consoles?
January 30th, 2018.
It'll be
On
available
PS4
on.
only.
Oh, PC only?
PS4 only.
PS4 only. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for joining us here and showing
Seriously,
us
thank you.
Dissidia Final Fantasy NT, and everyone at home. I hope you enjoyed that as well. We got more game content coming here on the Twitch stage, everyone. Don't go anywhere.